We want to avoid build wars in this. This is a preference of not only Mistpedia but the sponsor here as well, Dube. But we want to avoid build wars games, so we don't really want people hard countering. It does lead to somewhat unfortunate events like this, DP on DP duels or SD on DP duels where DP usually just has a far superior advantage, but it does prevent a far greater evil. But anyway, here we go, guys. Once again, as you can see here, Magic Toker. Oh my goodness, Magic Toker big burst onto Amnitory, going to completely end the round in just a few seconds. GG. And Magic Toker will take the 2-0, move on to the next round, and Amnitory didn't even have a chance there in round 2, is going to get knocked out here, guys. So we're going to move on to our next set in just a second. That's going to be Ferox versus Triggerless. Here we go, guys, once again. The actual engagement is now coming off as Triggerless dives over here onto Ferox. And we are going to get started. Obviously, again, there too is Ferox having some trouble getting his mantras off at the start of the game. We give Triggerless a pretty big advantage. I think Ferox had enough time to get the mantras off as the game was counting down, but for some reason we did not see him do that there, so he had to start the match without his mantras channeled up, and that gave Triggerless a pretty big advantage here. So going into the game here right now, Triggerless is going to dive onto Ferox, starting to get him very, very low indeed. The Condi is actually doing quite a bit of work there, even though he doesn't really have much Condi damage to bring to the table at the moment. And we're going to switch our point of view over on the Triggerless here for a moment as he attempts to finish off Ferox, doing a very nice job so far here. This poison is going to be very, very useful indeed, trying his best to stun him. He does have to be careful of the Duelists and all these other clones here that are causing him quite a bit of trouble if he stays within melee range, but at the same time, he's almost got Ferox. He's trying to find him here at the moment. Nice dodge! Very nicely placed heal there too. Not sure if that was lucky or if that was skill, but very well done indeed there. Avoided quite a bit of damage from connecting over onto him, and once again, this might be enough in order to take Ferox into the downstate. Ferox thankfully did get his mantra channel off though, so he's actually going to be safe for the time being, and he will be able to get into stealth here too. Triggerless still actually connecting a lot of melee damage here, but at the same time, Ferox now going to try to retaliate finally. No! Clutch stun manages to connect over down to Ferox, forcing the pop of his distortion once again. Gonna knock Triggerless back, thankfully, but that's still Triggerless managing to dodge out of the way of so much of this DPS. Ferox just cannot catch a break. Such a much more aggressive Triggerless this time around, and it's definitely paying off here. And there you have it, folks. Takes Ferox into the downstate, and that's going to be a 2-0 from Triggerless as he moves on into the next round. So congrats to Triggerless. He's moving on after Ferox. His time will end now. And that means, guys, we're going to be moving on to our next game here. Actually, he did swap out one of his traits as the game was getting started. He went from the retaliation trait over to missile deflection there too. So he's actually deflecting some of the damage that's back onto his opponent there. But at the same time, it's still looking like that Illusionary is going to come out on top here. Still seeing the health pools obviously heavily managing to favor Kronos here at the moment, and with no sign of any reliable burst coming off from Divine anytime soon here. It's really just a matter of the fact of him getting the best combination of Connies as well as just a little bit of burst to come out here from Kronos, and that should be enough to end the round here. So with Divine about to go, he's still going to hold on for a little bit longer here. Kronos is going to seek to turn things back around here again now, bringing him down to about 10% of his health pool. Decent amount of Condies rolling onto him as well, and that Illusionary Swordsman is actually going to finish the job off there finally. So, with Divine going into the downstate and being eliminated, that's going to be a 2-0 victory for Kronos. He will move on to the round of 8, where he is going to play off against Urantian a little bit later on. What the heck is this? 6-0, 206, with Dagger and Pistol being used by Triggerless here at the moment. Wow. Pistol Thief. I honestly can say that I have never seen a Pistol Thief in a tournament before, and this is the first time. So, yeah. Meanwhile, on the side of Magic Toker, he's gonna be running with a much more normal Dagger Pistol. No, it looks like Triggerless is gonna come out on top in game 1. Whoa! Oh my goodness. That burst, that backstab, it was beautiful. Triggerless will take game 1, come out on top with his Pistol Dagger Thief. And again, the 6-0, 206 trait split. Shadow's Embrace being utilized, as well as the Panic Strike. Opens up with the Pistol burst, and then the second he gets him below 50% health, he uses that huge immobilization to come in and finish his opponent off. Triggerless, Magic Toker does actually end up getting the opening off onto Triggerless himself, but Triggerless does a nice job of getting out of the way. That no unload's coming off just yet. Big Teep's coming off now. Even though Toker does go into stealth, Triggerless has a pretty basic idea of the positioning of Triggerless, and as well, nice job Triggerless there too, getting out of the way of the possible burst that would have come in there just as Magic Toker connected is immobilized. But at the same time, Magic Toker now knows the danger this build is going to pose, so he's playing a lot more passively this time around in hopes of, in general, they're hopefully avoiding a very, very unfortunate death to a Pistol Thief here. But as, oh my goodness, he was stealth. He managed to somehow get that interrupt off. That was clutch as heck. Triggerless That was amazing. He didn't even have a target on him, I don't think. I'm pretty sure he wasn't stealth when that managed to happen, but he somehow managed to interrupt his heal within stealth. And as we're gonna see here, oh my goodness, this is so hype. Triggerless, starting to get a bit low, however. Trying to keep himself up and rolling here by spamming Death Blossoms at the moment. So far it is working, and as well I managed to get his heal off. And as well, taking a look over here, Magic Toker. Trying to see Magic Toker starting to get low, does manage to get some nice damage off. It's gonna be a close fight, but no, Magic Toker goes into the down state, and that's it, Triggerless. Triggerless will be taking the 2-0 victory against Magic Toker. Trigger's moving on to the semifinals. He's in the precursor money, and as for Magic Toker, he is out, guys. He is knocked out of the event. Triggerless, the savior of Pistol Thief, we'll move on to the next round. Very well played, Set. Easily the best one we've had so far. This key point here for Kronos XM. If he's able to take this one, it is all over, and he'll be going home with the top precursor today. Getting started directly off the bat here. Alex diving in onto his opponent with some big DPS, trying to knock him out of the way. But at the same time, Kronos going to turn that DPS right back over onto Alex. In fact, we might be seeing the end of it right here. Alex getting a bit low. Thankfully, he does have his heal available, so he is going to be able to cleanse quite a bit of that, but still below 50% of his health pool here. Alex is not looking good. This might be the end, folks, here. 1.9k health. Thankfully, still has a few cooldowns off at his arsenal here, but it's not looking good. Alex needs to get some health back, but no, Alex, 1.3k health, just barely holding on. Illusionary is at full health here, still 5 seconds away from a heal. I do feel that Alex should be able to hold on until his heal comes off here, but no, Alex will go completely into the down state there. That's going to knock him out, and that's the end of it, folks. Kronos XNM is the winner of Dupé's 1 versus 1 Cup. Second place going to Alex. Third place is going to be Third place is going to go to Triggerless, and fourth place to Mini Noru. That's it, folks. Thank you all very much for tuning in. We would like to thank you once again for all tuning into today's cups, and congrats as well once more to our first place finisher here, Illusionary Kronos. He's going to be going home with the Dusk. Second place is going to take home the Predator. Third place is going to take home the Bard. And as for Karkairis, that will be going to our fourth place finisher.